Hey guys, fuck shit, and welcome back to Pokemon Violet. Last time we finished all our. By the way, I'll explain the screen in a moment, but last time we managed to take out the last Titan, or at least the last Titan that we're aware of, on our mission, and now we have all the climbing abilities, and I explored all the things. I also was able to get another gym badge, which was very, very easy because it was a beginner gym leader, which I'm not really thrilled with. But in any case, I'm going to go select you. I found a 4-star Tera raid battle, and I wanted to try it out. It looks like it's against a Ditto. It looks like it's going to be a normal type, but I figured, well, if it's going to be normal type, here's the thing. If it's Ditto, it's going to transform. But is it going to change types when it transforms, or is it going to maintain the Tera type of normal the whole time? I'm not sure, but I figured I may as well go with whoever has... Actually, you know what? Nope, I had a better idea. Sorry about that. But anyway, I think I'll go as Diesel because Diesel has ways to hurt him, both his own typing, but also the normal type. So actually, I'll go with him. Anyway, I wanted to show off this just once because it's my first 4-star raid. We've done 3 stars once, and I want to see if we can do a 4-star or not. By the way, I haven't practiced this at all, so if I fail, well, I fail. So let's start with this, and then we'll get to some of the either more boring or more interesting parts, depending how I'm feeling, what we're doing. But that was the short of what last time. But yeah, you want someone that's strong against themselves is if it's going to transform and change typing. So that's Ditto. It changes into me, but it's still normal. I'm going to go ahead and bulk up. Oh, strong against me, too. That's why I want to get some defense ups. I'm not going to go all in on that. And now we're going to cross chop. Oh. God damn. That was the best we could do? Oh, that's not good. Do I have healing? Remove negative effects from itself. That's fine. I literally... No, I can't use items. I'm going to have to... Oh, it's asleep. Thank you, other team. Wow, this is going to be a little bit harder. And you know what? We needed something harder. Oh, excuse me. Oh no, the sandstorm. That's gonna kill me. Keep getting that damage in. Bulk up is helping for a little bit, but it's gonna be, in a bit, it's gonna cause an issue. Nullified my stats. Yeah, I'm about to go down. All right, that's gonna be a time penalty. First time that happened for me. I don't think we're going to make this one, though. I don't know what the hell they're doing, either. Okay, good. Let's do a couple more cross chops. We're going to use up all our cross chops, and then I may have to increase everything on there for them. It just... fucking knows, man. I really hate that. I'm not sure if I had a better option. Yeah, especially because it transformed into me. I think we lose. But you know what? It's okay. I'm okay with showing that. I can't win them all. I'm not sure what else I could do with it. Just another cross chop. Yeah, it only does cross chop, but luckily it is low, a little bit on the low accuracy side. Also, that should be everything. I have nothing else that I could do, so feel tremendous energy. There isn't much time left. Not very effective. All right, I have an idea what I'm going to do next. Fast asleep. Come on, let me go one more turn. One more turn. One more turn. Let me go. Okay. We're going to battle. We're going to terrestrialize Flare Blitz. That's the best we got, really. I don't think it's going to do shit, but hey. Unfortunately, this is my only fighting move, so yeah. We gotta go all in. It's not gonna do that much, though. Damage by recoil. But yeah, it ended. It's not showing anything. And avoid it, but come on, show me time up. Release its gathered energy. And so this is what happens when we lose. Interesting. You and the others are blown out of the cavern. All right. Well, hey, we got to see a failure. I'm going to definitely run that back if I can, maybe with a different Pokemon. Either that or next time I see another 4-star, I'll show that off instead. My Pokedex has been updated. Okay, I can run that back, can I? What's it say? I can. All right, give me one moment. I'm going to prepare. All right, I tried something different. I put Zeus out, and I just constantly kept using Ice Fang until I could freeze him once, which I did. I'm only showing this a little bit because we've seen one fight so far, and I think this is the way to go. Go with someone that doesn't have a way to be strong against themselves, which unfortunately, majority of my party does. So we're just going to keep Ice Fanging. Oh, Ice Fang got missed. But the moves he uses definitely going to be a little bit harder for him. I also crunched him once and got him. Uh-oh, Ice Fanging me. But too bad, we got him. So there was a better strategy. Now, don't get me wrong, this wasn't the perfect strategy, but yeah. You know what? I'll see if I can catch it. I'm using just a regular Pokeball because, well, it's Ditto, so it's like, why not? But also, this is a nice, fun way to start this off. I'm not going to show every single one in the future, though, by the way. But I figured this would be kind of a nice little change of pace. Especially because I'm actually struggling a little bit. Well, Ditto, I think it's because it was Ditto more than anything. Not just because it was a 4-star. So maybe I'll show off another 4-star if I run into it. But anyway, we got some normal Tera shards, which are kind of garbage, honestly. And we got Ditto Goo, which totally doesn't sound gross at all. Pomeg Berry, pretty good. Okay, good stuff. The experience stuff will be handy if I absolutely need it, but I am just no longer touching it anymore. But we did it. All right. Just to give you an idea, we were over, excuse me, we were over here when we did the 4-star terrestrializing battle. But I found out this is the Pokemon League, by the way. I was just looking around here, and I just decided to climb up, and I found out, oh, this is the Pokemon League. So just a heads up there. But in any case, I also wanted to point out that I'm going to be exploring around this region first for, around the Cortondo area. Once I'm done there with that, then we're going to move on to the next spot. And one of the things I found was, well, a trainer. Obviously, I'm not going to show the fight because we already know it's going to be really desperately low, but whatever. I collected a ton of materials for Pokemon Drop. Now I think I'll start collecting some prize money. That's it for Raul. Or Raul. Fine, you can have some prize money, but you can't have my materials. Okay. I mean, I would actually kind of want those more, but whatever. I need to make some TMs. That's why I was out gathering materials at Pokemon Drop. Alrighty. Well, continuing on, I guess, or whatever. And we got another one.
I want to catch him. Could I catch the Pokemon you train, please? Could I?
No, fuck off. Don't be a thief.
Guess you can't catch people's Pokemon.
No fucking shit. Jeez, we had quite a few of those type of lessons in our main series games here.
I don't want to be a thief. I'll just catch wild Pokemon.
Good lesson. Okay, we got another guy, but before that, I just wanted to mention I had a bit of a jump scare happen to me. My new headset, for some reason, it just suddenly went into static. All I heard was static, and it just scared the shit out of me. Where I started just cursing up a storm. It was while I was exploring around too, of course. So it happened out of nowhere. You hear this peaceful music, and all of a sudden, everywhere. All right, I just wanted to share that personal moment. Anyway, Pokemon quiz time! What's 2 feet, 4 inches tall, and weighs 45.2 pounds? Your mom. Marie. He used a Gibble, so I wonder if it was Gibble. Did you figure out the answer? By the way, the reason why I was mentioning my anecdote really was because also, if suddenly things cut out for a moment, it's because that happened. Like, maybe I had a glitch or something. But anyway. You should have Gibble registered in your Pokedex now, thanks to our battle. Check out its habitat, and you can see if you can catch one. Okay.
Very good. I'm so careless.
We got another person. Oh, hi, Quan.
I can't believe I forgot to buy an ingredient. Maybe a rumble will calm my rumbling tummy.
Okay. All right, we got her.
I'm so disappointed.
Well, I got your money. That's all that matters. No, I'm just...
I was really excited to have a picnic, make up a sandwich, and eat with my Pokemon.
I still have not done that because I just don't see the point. And under the bridge, we have another fella here.
Please tell me the way. Where am I supposed to go from here? I haven't got a clue. I'm just aimlessly wandering. It's listening to you supposed to help me find my way.
I don't know. You're the one who attacked me, dude.
If you get lost and don't know where to go, like me, try asking that Pokemon Center.
All right, we can try doing that, but I already know how to do that. Plus, we can warp. I hope you can warp, dude. Oh, we got another kind of loser here. By the way, I know this is on the outskirts of where I was, but it's close enough.
We got an academy too, right? Let's pool our knowledge and trade tips after we battle.
All right. He only had a Tadbulb.
How do you know so much more than me when we've been taking the same classes?
Actually, I haven't gone to class in a while, but okay.
Across the river, you'll find the South Province Area 4. It's got stronger Pokemon than here.
All right. And here's the supposed hard person, but you know they're not going to be as hard. But they're so curious about Team Star, who is disbanded now. Well, basically disbanded.
You got the academy, right? Do you know about Team Star?
Well, there he goes.
I was so busy but thinking about Team Star I lost. Your Team Star builds bases and claims whole little zones for themselves.
Not anymore. And another one.
Have you seen the 10 sites of Paldea? Want to do the way to one of the 10 sites of Paldea?
I've probably been there.
This is a site I've never seen.
Losing? You're only level 8, dude.
The Grand Olive Orchard, one of the 10 sites of Paldea, is a little past that Pokemon Center. Just follow the path, you can't miss it.
And not farther ahead.
Guys, train up my bug Pokemon real strong. I'm out getting my bug Pokemon a lot of experience.
That's a fun run to do. He had one bug Pokemon, really.
Oh, I bet I could have beat you if I'd evolved my Pokemon.
No. Sorry, I realized I gotta talk to him still.
I hear bug Pokemon evolve quicker than other Pokemon. Maybe a quicker type will evolve soon.
And I'm running away from those guys. And another kid.
Do you have one? You got a Tera orb, right? That's so cool. Let me see.
No. He had a Scatterbug.
So sparkly, I got distracted.
You didn't even see it. Whatever.
Some Pokemon change into different types when they terrestrialize, right? I wish I had a Scatterbug that could turn into a fire type. That'd be so cool.
And you can do it too, eventually. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I found disarming voice over just outside of the Cortando area. It's a new TM for me, at least. Oh, and we found a chef out here, too.
Hey, you there. I hope you're getting enough to eat. Good, you seem well.
You have riveting dialogue, thank you.
When you need a bite, have a sandwich. You ought to stock up on ingredients so you can make one anytime.
Mm-hmm. Yep, those are words. Okay, guys. I was gonna go to do some classes, but I forgot that, well, there's supposed to be Cassiopeia here, who is totally not Penny. So, let me see if am I able to, nope, we're forced into this. So I figured I'd show this off. Maybe I'll have to do that first before I can go to classes.
Sup, Hadid?
Director Clavell.
Oh, come on, the name's Clive, remember? Actually, no. It's time for me to bring this little performance to an end. Allow me to reveal my true identity.
Ha! I literally called you this.
I do apologize for deceiving you with my disguise. In truth, the boy you knew as Clive was none other than the director of UVA Academy, Mr. Clavell.
I already knew that.
What? But my disguise was perfect. Although now that I think about it, I did neglect to keep up my youthful act on a few occasions. That must have been what gave me away. Regardless, there is still one...
Sorry, I just realized something.
Regardless, there is still one more astonishing truth I must reveal to you. The true identity of Cassiopeia, the big boss of Team Star, was me all along.
For real?
Honest to goodness. When you heard Cassiopeia over the phone, that was actually a pre-recorded voice. I brought it off using, one of those high-tech gizmos. Oh yes, it was very clever.
Okay, this I did not see. Huh.
So, Master Hadid, now you know I'm the big boss. That means there is just one thing left to do. Face me in one final showdown to decide it all.
Oh, we're starting. Okay. You know what? You did surprise me for that one, so good job. All right, Rangaroo. Are these going to be comparable levels?
I am Cassiopeia of Team Star. With this battle, I will finally bring Operation Starfall to an end.
Level 60. This is comparable. Okay. Let's Night Slash. It's a full 6-on-6 battle here. All right, not the worst. We have a good start. We lucked out that it's part Psychic type. Obama Snow. Thanks, Snowbama. Let's see. Grass Ice. I'm going to play it risky. Yep, snow warning. All right, but this is why we have acrobatics. Good hit, but here comes the ice. Oh, he's going to increase his defenses. I don't think it's going to matter. Physical and special moves. All right, well, I'm going to do it anyway. That might be the catalyst that gets us in trouble, though. Does snow hurt us? No, it does not. All right, Gyarados is going to have Intimidate. It's time to switch it out. Let's see. Our special attackers, well, Maya's going to be the better option here. Because they have Electric, and also they're not going to get their attack lowered. Well, they will, but it won't affect them. Okay, what do we got here? That's it. Cats don't really like to get wet. And that's why I did that. All right, let's Charge Beam. Yeah, the Aurora Veil is probably going to be doing some work. Oh, he has Crunch. That did 102 damage. Debating this. That did that much damage. Oh yeah, I replaced Magical Leaf with Energy Balls because I got the TM for it, but that's not going to matter much. This just does 100. This does more. Let's do Psychic. If I Terastallized, I probably could kill him, but let's see. Really? Wow. We're in trouble. I'm actually going to... that might be a waste. I'm going to have you run. He's probably going to Crunch. Let's get him with our own Intimidate. This music's kind of somber. Snow stopped. Okay, Aurora Veil's gone. Now we're okay. Sorry, Gyarados is a little scary, so if you can't get enough good damage in. Alright. Poltergeist. Ghost grass, I'm going to keep you in. I think it's ghost grass? I can't remember. Oh, I guess it's not part grass, so Ice Fang won't matter. So we'll crunch it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Amoongus. There's our grass poison type, which we're good. I think Gyarados was the scariest on his team so far. Psychic Fangs would do just as... do more, but I also have the Never Melt Ice on, which I think does 20% more, which is 12. So Psychic Fangs still might be better. That'll be 6, 12. It's like more, adding 13, so that's 78 damage versus this. So yeah, we're better off with Psychic Fangs. Okay. Wow. Wasn't enough. Ow! Well, I'm at least taking damage, guys. Jeez. I mean, I don't think we're going to lose, but I also haven't seen his last Pokemon, and his last Pokemon may be a doozy. Ah, shit. Well, Zeus is out of this. Again, I try not to use items if I can. Skeledirge. I don't remember which one is that. Oh, that was a Fuecoco. So it's Ghost Fire. Okay. Ghost Fire, meaning you'd probably be the best one to use for this. So go ahead, Diesel.
To think that I, Cassiopeia, would be backed into a corner like this.
All right, Darkest Lariat.
Very well, it seems I shall have to terrestrialize my Pokemon.
I am enjoying that this is a pretty comparable battle right now. Earth Power. Oh, you smart. He's pure fire type right now. Earth Power is special attack, so Bulk Up's not going to help defend him. He's pure fire. I do not have anything super effective at the moment. Let me see. This was plus 40, 125. That's probably the best damage I can do at the moment because that doesn't get resisted. Terrestrializing will not help. I will go ahead and do another, and then I'm probably going to have to escape. Okay. We don't have a great defense against fire types right now, especially because two of our buddies we're good for it are gone right now. So, Blaze, you're weak to Earth Power too, and you don't have as good, but you might have better defenses. I'm not sure. I am gonna say try it. You might have better special defenses. Still gonna hurt. You do not. I hope you're fast enough, because we're gonna need you to do this. I don't have very good options, so we're gonna have to go with Terra Blast, which, yeah, are you faster? Ooh. Managed to do it without anyone fainting, at least, too. That was a team effort. Good experience for you guys.
Ooh. How strong you have grown.
We made money. Good money, too, because I had the amulet coin on.
Well now, Master Hadid. It seems you have grown quite splendidly over the course of your treasure hunt. And here, once again, I must apologize. I'm not actually Cassiopeia.
Okay, that didn't make enough sense.
Though Clive and myself being the same person was no lie, mind you.
Cassiopeia's true identity remains hidden, but I believe I can hazard a guess as to who they may be. Penny. That's why I sought to spare you from having to confront them in battle. Their sorrows should not be yours to bear. However, Cassiopeia has settled on a course of action and is determined to see it through. I do not imagine any ordinary student could hope to stand against them and win. So I challenge you to a battle to test your skill. If you had lost, it would have fallen to me to bring down Cassiopeia. Such was my resolve. But it turns out that you are as strong as you are kind. If anyone has a chance at saving that poor child, it is surely you. As an educator, it shames me to burden one of my students with such a task. But please, defeat Cassiopeia, take on the big boss of Team Star, and win. Yes, sir. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I leave this in your hands.
You there! What do you think you're doing?
Ah, Miss Time, a pleasure to see you.
It's no pleasure at all, Miss Clavell. I came here to investigate reports of an illicit battle on school grounds, and what do I find? Why, the director of the academy himself, facing off against one of our students, no less. What were you thinking?
No, if I could just explain. You see, it is a rather sad tale.
Oh, spare me! Your excuses reek worse than a stunky's behind.
Stunky's behind? Remember, the big boss asked us to meet them in the schoolyard after dark. I'm counting on you, Master Hadid.
You write a letter of apology to the students and faculty at once. And I'll be reporting this to the chairwoman of the school board. Make no mistake.
Good gracious, no! Anything but that, I implore you! Oh, and he fully healed us. That was exciting. All right. Never mind then. So yeah, we have to be here at nighttime, which is not. So anyway, we're going to be doing some classes, so I hope that whetted your appetite for a little bit, and then we'll go to something more exciting afterwards. All right, we have classes of 3 at this point now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go all the way through biology, whatever's left of biology, then math and history. We're going to go down in order. So let's start off with biology. If these things start to drag on, I may start skipping some for another time. And maybe we'll do like 1 class per episode or something, or 2 classes. We'll just figure it out. For now, biology. Mr. Jacques. I do not remember the voices I gave him. Sorry, if they're not as common of a character, I'm probably going to forget. Anyway, let's start with biology.
Hello, hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in our last class. On that note, is everyone using their Pokedex? It registers Pokemon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't you worry about that. And, just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokedex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the academy, though. Back when then, I was a researcher. In fact, Dr. Clavell wasn't working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together day in day out. Those were fun times. I get yelled at all the time, though. Hey, wait a second. How did I get onto this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokédex. Anyway, I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first lower its HP. But there's another way to up your chances of a successful catch. Can you guess what it is?
Inflict it with a status condition.
Well, that's right, indeed. Great job. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier is to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It makes the Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokedex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching power works too, or sneaking up on a Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to the gyms to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. Please do come show me your Pokedexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class, so yeah, don't forget, the next class will be a test.
All right. I didn't know this, but it says biology midterm. So let's see what the midterm is going to be like. Also, I didn't, it took me a while to realize Rhyme and Time's working over here while Rhyme's at the gym. That's kind of cool, honestly. I meant to say that earlier.
Hello, everyone. Today is our midterm exam. It just feels good to fill in all those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it?
No.
Take your time and contemplate each question carefully.
What button should you use to let a Pokemon out of its ball so that it can walk with you? The R button, the R button, or the plus button? Not the Z plus button. No. It is the R button. So it's A. A, the R button. Combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when and where eggs are found. Oh, I actually don't know this one. During picnics in your basket or while walking in tall grass? Oh, it's A and it's A and 2. Okay, I guess while walking in tall grass is how you catch Pokemon. I have to assume now that you can breed Pokemon for picnics. Okay, so that's why they're trying to employ picnics so much. Okay, I have to assume this anyway. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? Going to sleep, walking around, battling. Walking around. Well, will not make a Pokemon easier to catch. Giving them a berry, that's true. Surprising behind will, inflicting them with poison does, and using certain kind of Pokeball. So giving them a berry will not. We'll make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. Gym badges. This question won't affect your grade. How do you like the Pokedex? Is it easy to use? I'll be happy to hear your honest opinions. It's all right. All right. Last question was just something I'm personally curious to know. Don't tell the director about it.
Oh, don't tell the director about it. I'll grade these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing how you did.
I was in reading mode. What's gonna happen now?
It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results.
You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. Let's see how you did in biology. Is it 4 to 5 questions correctly? Which one did I get wrong? Huh. Mr. Jacques asked me to give this reward to any student who passed the exam. Experience candies. Okay. All right. Does biology disappear? Are we done? Biology 4? It keeps going? All right. Fine. Let's see what happened. I don't know about the eggs thing now.
Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. You did really great on the midterm exam. Thanks for answering my little question at the end, too. I'll be sure to keep your responses in mind. All right, we're heading now into the last half of our classes together. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow, just like our Pokemon. Evolution. Yep, evolution. Today we're going to learn about the fascinating phenomenon of Pokemon evolution. As your Pokemon battle and level up, they learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, once they are leveled up enough, their appearance changes and their stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep their Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved states. To do this, you just need to remember a certain button when your Pokemon begins to evolve. Say it with me if you already know. To cancel evolution, press the B button. Type B for best answer. The button you want when you need to stop a Pokemon from evolving is the B button. If you press these buttons soon after the Pokemon begins to evolve, you can stop it from changing. You can also let the Pokemon hold an item known as an Everstone to keep it from evolving. And keep in mind that the requirements for evolution differ from Pokemon to Pokemon. Some may evolve by having a certain item, such as a Firestone or a Thunderstone used on them. Others may have to learn a specific move or defeat a specific Pokemon in battle to evolve. The way Primeape evolves into Annihilape is especially strange. You see, there's a certain move that... Is it Tombstoner? If you don't know the reference, don't worry about it. Oops, sorry, looks like we're out of time. Guess we'll have to end the class there today. Thank you for all your attention.
All right. All right, Biology 5.
Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. But before we get going, do you all remember the final question from our midterm exam? Well, Director Clavell found out about it somehow and I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently, you could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. He must have noticed all the color flushed right out of my face. Speaking of color, today I'd like to teach you about all about colors as they pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or patterning on their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call these specimens shiny Pokemon. It's quite rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone here know the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with 1 in 4,000. Oh shit!
Oh, that's right. You may have the makings of a Pokemon Professor Hadid. Shiny Pokemon appear at the rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg, too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around different languages are a special case. There is a higher than average chance that these shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs, but we haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. I've also heard rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true.
All right.
Oops, there's the bell. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention.
All right. No exam. Final exam yet. All right. Biology 6, I think now. 7. One of the two.
6, 7.
Anyway.
Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet, we will have our final exam. That means today is our last actual class. And the topic for this last class will be Pokemon forms. You can just think of forms as the shapes or appearances that Pokemon have. There's also a phenomenon when a form changes, where a Pokemon's appearance changes under certain conditions. Cyclizar, for example, which we regularly ride on as transportation here in Paldea, has 3 forms. First is its basic form, where it walks on all 4 legs. Second is its battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. Finally, there is its ride form, where it inflates its throat sac and its tail so we can ride on its back. Though we can use something you're all carrying with you now as an even better example. Yep, I'm talking about your phones. Some smartphones are inhabited by a certain Pokemon. Does anyone know the Pokemon I'm referring to?
Rotom.
You're a regular expert on Pokemon and technology, aren't you, Hadid? The Pokemon inside your smartphone is Rotom, and he does all sorts of things to help you out. A Rotom inside a Rotom phone is special, so it doesn't try to enter other electronics. An ordinary Rotom, however, can change form entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and other electronic appliances. Rotom is a bit of an exception, though. Many Pokemon that can change form do so by simply holding an item or by having one used on them. Oricorio, for example, has 4 different forms it can change between when given certain nectars. Pokemon may even change type or even learn different moves when they change form. Form changes are different from evolution in that Pokemon can return to its original form. And unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change their special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig into this form change phenomenon, as you can see. We can all learn something a bit from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch, but I'd be happy to see you all enjoy your time at the Academy to the fullest and change form into a new version of yourselves.
Oh, something like that anyway.
Oh, I almost forgot. Regional forms, which vary based on what region a Pokemon came from, don't change like other forms. They're innate.
Yeah. Like Galarian and Alolan.
Oops, there's the bell. I guess I was scatterbrained, Mr. Jacques, right up to the very end, huh? I had a great time teaching all of you. I hope you'll all do your best on the final exam.
All right, well, I'm a little disappointed that this is how classes are, but at the same time, it makes sense. But anyway, why don't we go ahead and just check out the final exam, I guess. By the way, if I fail it or something, I'll redo it off screen, so no worries. But this is the part where I just enjoy showing off things that are new to me, at least, even though this game is pretty old for some.
Hello, right? Hello, everyone. Today is our final exam. It will cover everything I've taught you so far, but I'm sure you'll all will do just fine. Take your time and contemplate each question carefully.
How many of the following 4 methods make it easier to catch a Pokemon? Inflicting paralysis is 1. Using a Poketoy does not. spitting at a berry does not. Surprising from behind does. So it's just in paralysis and surprising it. So 2. True or false? You can get new Pokemon only by catching them yourself or trading with other trainers. False, because you could hatch them as well, and get gifts as well. If a Pokemon is holding an Everstone, using an item that induces evolution, such as a Firestone, cause it to evolve. Oh shit! I think it will because the Everstone only stops it from natural. It doesn't stop it from induced. Using an item that induces evolution, such as a Firestone. I think it will. I might be wrong on that one, though. The shiny probability is 1 in 4,000, as we learned last time, I think. Right? It's 4, alright? Fuck. I might fail this. The Pokemon known as Oricario has 3 forms? I thought it had 4. Do I go with my gut? I'm gonna say false. This question 1 on Victory. Do you have anything you'd like to say about my class? I'm still getting used to teaching thing, but I sure had fun as your teacher. Thank you for being our teacher.
Okay, time is up whether you like it or not. I hope you enjoyed tackling those questions. I stuck a little bonus question at the end. Shh, a little secret. Don't tell the director. I'll go to these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing how you did. I probably bombed it. But I like to try it, on my own first, and then we'll find out if I had things that were slightly wrong. It's great to get a test. Must get 3 to pass midterm, 4 to do final. Uh-oh. 5 out of 5! Okay. My gut was right. Go me. That's a passing score. And reward. Oh, experience candies only. Keep doing your best. All right. And that's it for biology. And then we're going into the others. Okay. All right. I just wanted to get an idea of how that works. Looking at the time, I think it's best if I'll tackle one more, and then we'll move on, I think. So I think next up, we'll do Baldy's favorite class, Math. So let's do Math with Miss Time. All right. Also because I'm semi-familiar with her voice at the moment. So, here we go. Hello, everyone. Let's have a fun class today.
I already messed up the voice.
Let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy fortune telling, horoscopes, and the like? I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see that it says good luck is coming your way. So today, I'd like to teach you all the math while focusing on the topic of luck. You've seen the following phrase crop up during Pokemon battles before: a critical hit. When a Pokemon's attack lands as a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would.
I thought it was twice as much. I guess they changed that? Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know.
It's surely luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit or has one landed on it. This can be bad. Let's know what percent chance a Pokemon has of landing a critical hit.
I do not know. I never really got into this. 12 and 100 hits. I want to say 1 in 100.
Oh my, critical hits land a little more often than that, indeed. The chance of landing a critical hit is said to be 1 in 24, which figures to be roughly 4.17%.
1 in 24. Okay.
The odds are more favorable for certain moves, though. Why, moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about 12% chance. You can also use a move called Focus Energy or an item known as Dire Hit. Both raise the critical hit ratios by 2 stages. That's 50% chance to land a critical hit. It feels great to land a critical hit, but perhaps not so great to be struck by one. There's a surprising amount of mathematical probability hit in Pokemon battles, you know. If you're able to do a calculation that'll swing in your favor, it may open the door for more strategic choices for you during battle.
Yeah, I am definitely going to be sucking at this one. Guys, math is my enemy, honestly. So, but... right, midterm. I am not cheating right now, but I may have to afterwards.
All right, everyone, it's time to begin our midterm exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer.
How much damage does Water Gun do when it hits a Fire-type Pokemon? That's double damage. How much damage does Razor Leaf do when it hits a Fire Pokemon? Half damage. You can spend 2,000 poke on as many $200 Pokeball as possible. How many would you get? 11, because you get the Premier Ball. Because it's 10... $200 Pokeball. Yeah, okay, so 11. What percent does it have? I think she said 1 in 12? Fuck, I don't remember. It's not 1 in 4. I think 1 in 12. How much damage does a move deal when it lands a critical hit? 1.5. 1.5 times as much. I did not know that originally.
All right, everyone, time is up. Put your hands on your laps now. You all concentrated so hard, I can't wait to see how you did. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk and then take a nice break.
All right, let's see. Was my instincts pretty right on that one? I think I'm fairly confident I got 5 out of 5, but let's find out. And 4 to 5? Yeah, probably the critical hit question. I'm always gonna fucking forget. And experience candies again. All right. Math 4.
Hello, everyone. Well done on your midterm exam. Some of you are in perfect scores, and others seem to have a bit of trouble, but I can tell you all tried your best. I am quite pleased to say that every last one of you passed. I can only assume that this means you'll have come to love numbers.
Nope.
Stay sharp and try your best for the rest of my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how that word applies to Pokemon battles? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. A Pokemon's stats can rise and fall throughout the course of battle, correct? For example, if a Pokemon uses the move Work Up, its attack and special attacks will rise by one stage each. And as you may know, each time a Pokemon's attack or special attack rises one stage, moves affected by that stat will deal 50% more damage.
Oh. I honestly did not know that, and it can go up to 6 stages, so we're looking at 300%. Okay. Nice to know. 50% each stage.
If that same Pokemon from our previous example were to use Work Up again, both his attack and special attack would have risen by 2 stages total. This results in 100% increase to damage dealt, making its moves twice as strong. Swords Dance, on the other hand, boosts attack stage by 2 stages at once, allowing the Pokemon to deal double damage just after a single use. Using Swords Dance twice would boost the Pokemon's attack stage by 4 stages. How much more damage then would this Pokemon deal?
200. Oh, I was looking at percentage. Double damage is 100, so... Oh, math sucks. I fucking hated this. Is it double? Or is it... I don't know how... In what order does it goes? I know it's not a double. I don't think it's... I thought... Is it considered triple? I would assume so. If it's adding 100%, I'm going to say triple. Okay, yes.
That's great. You answered this difficult question with ease, indeed. Each stage that a Pokemon's attack or special attack stat is raised increases its damage by 50%. So being raised by 4...
Oh, right. I should have done it that way. I was thinking too hard on this. Overthinking this.
So being raised 4 stages would result in 4 times 50%, or 200% increase.
Yeah, this is why I'm not good at math. I overthink it.
The base damage of a move is 100%, so adding 200% to that gives us 300%. In other words, the next move the Pokemon uses will deal triple damage. Type matchups, critical hit damage, and other factors all play into these calculations as well, so even a small boost must be taken seriously. By the way, if a stat simply rose, that means it has gone up by 1 stage. If it rose sharply, that's 2 stages. And if it rose drastically, that's 3 stages. Just so you know, X attack and X special attack items, which can only be used in battle, can be used to sharply boost those respective stats.
Oh, so 2 of them equals maxing them out. Okay.
Oh my, is that the best? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Today's lesson was a little difficult, so be sure to review what you learned in order to stay sharp. I'll see you all again in the next class.
All right, math's 5. Sorry, me.
Hey everyone, let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review last class's material in order to stay sharp? I know it's a little difficult with all the talk of multiplication and percentages in life, but today we'll be talking about the percentages again to learn about probability. That may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all of you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of tackle is 100 or 100%, so if you were to use tackle 100 times,
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Something got caught in my throat.
you could expect it to hit all 100 times. The move Hypnosis, which puts opponents to sleep, has an accuracy of 60 or 60%. That means you could expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses. To put it another way, out of 100 uses, you could expect it to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves also tend to have lower accuracy. So if you're deciding whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit, or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves, you're already studying probability. Let me see here. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples for this discussion. Surf has a power of 90. Its attack accuracy is 100, meaning you expect it to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you want to use yourselves?
It depends on the situation.
Oh my, I see you're always considering various possibilities there, Hadid. I may have made it sound like there was a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like PP or number of targets hit may make some moves more suited to certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power or vice versa is purely a matter of preference. The Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time.
Hydro Pump in the rain is better.
Personally, I'm more invested in debating these rock-type moves, Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could really get worked up on about those moves, but oh my, there's the bell. What a shame. Next class will be the last of our time together, so show up 100% ready to go.
That's 6.
Hello, everyone. I hope we can have fun together again for our last class together. Last time we learned about probability, using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Did you know that in a class with 40 students, there's a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? This is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you all how to calculate damage in this class using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know that there's an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon's moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move it shares its type with.
Yeah. Yep, same stab, or same type of attack bonus.
If a Rock-type Pokemon uses the Rock-type move Stone Edge, the move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. Ground and Rock may seem like similar types, but if a Ground-type Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers on this little numerical increase, so it most certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see if you'll understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with a power of 100. If a Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it and hits an opponent that it's weak to that type, what happens to that move's power?
So, basically, if it's weak to it. So, it's first it doubles, and then it also has 1.5. So that's, what is it? Is it at, I don't know the order of property here. Is it going to be 3.5? Let me see. If it's weak, I'm going to say 300 because it's not just double. That's just if it's weak to it. So 300.
You did that calculation on your head. Well done, Hadid.
Honestly, if it wasn't multiple choice, I would have fucked that up.
First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the move's base power of 100 by 1.5, making the power 150. The fact that the opponent is weak to the move then doubles that power from 150 to 300.
Oh, it starts in that order. Okay.
The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon terrestrializes it and a Tera type matches one of its original types, then the bonus it gets for using a move that same type increases from 1.5 to 2.
So that's 400.
Of course, being able to
If it's weak to it, okay.
Of course, being able to use a lot of moves with different types is great as well. That's one way you can surprise your opponent. In the end, Your own innate characteristics are what will really get you to shine the most. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. It would make me happy if you could take those words to heart. But I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. And just as that class is over, the last of our time together flew by in a blink of an eye. It has been so much fun to be able to teach you all you eager students about numbers. Next class will be a fun final exam. Be sure to review the material well in preparation.
All right. Let's see if I'm going to need help with this one. Final exam time.
All right, everyone. It's time we begin our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer.
How many Great Balls could you purchase with 3,000 if each one costs 600? Oh, that's 5. Because basic math there. Okay. If a water-type move with a power of 100 lands a critical hit on a grass-type move, what will its power be? Well, first it starts at 50, but 50 is 1.5, so that's 75? Because if that's what they taught me in the reverse, so yeah. I think it's 75, because 1.5 is half of 25 is half of 50 is 25 to add 75. So yeah, 75. Under normal conditions, what percent chance does Stone Edge have a chance to land a critical hit? Under normal conditions, what percent chance does Stone Edge have? It has a very high chance. I want to say 12. I guess, yeah, sure. If Pokemon uses Swords Dance twice to boost his attack state by 4, how much damage will its physical moves do then? Well, it's 50%, 50% per time, so it's 50 times 4 is 200%, which is 200%, well, 100% is double damage, so 200 is triple? Wait. Shoot. This is my overthinking. I'm gonna go with triple again. If a rock-type Pokemon whose Tera-type rock terastallizes, what will the power of its rock-type move be multiplied by? She just said this, and fuck if I remember. I want to say it's already doubled, but god damn it. With all this math, it's swimming in my head. Fucking shit. I want to say double, because it's double when it was critical hit.
All right, everyone, time is up. Put your hands on your head right now. But this was a culmination of all I taught you, and I'm sure you all did just fine. You go and ask for scores at the front desk and take a nice break.
Fuck. That's all I have to say. Guys, seriously, math is my worst. 5 out of 5. Okay, thank you. Guys, I know that sounds silly, but damn if that was hard. For me. Okay, that's enough classes for now. So before we actually move on, I forgot, I did quite a few battles here, so I should be able to get the reward here in Cortando. So, Aerial Ace. Nice. That actually can become handy. TM's updated. Hooray! I found another stake, and this is while I was warping to here, because we're going to be going south to make it to Alfornada. I think that's our last badge to get. If I remember right, I'm looking around. I think it is. Yeah, so that's the only other spot we have left to go, since everything else has been cleared other than our other battles and whatnot. So that's what we're doing for now. Anyway, let's raise the stakes. Anything happen? No. Alright, well, I was doing some mild exploring anyway, so. While making our way down south, I'm going off the beaten path because I wanted to go down this way first to discover, mostly around here. We ran into a trainer. I don't think it's going to be anything challenging, judging based on the Pokemon here, but...
I started on the west gate.
Oh.
Hey, I started out from the west gate of Mystigoza, and now I'm invisible.
low level.
Did you start up in the West Gate too?
Nope, I was Eastgate.
Sure, the West Side puts you closer to the gyms in Cortanto and Cascarapa.
They sure do, and I wish I did now. So we get this guy here. Is this for you? Are you the one who ordered a pizza to be delivered out here? Yeah, no, I did not. Just a passerby, huh? Poor guy. Like King Ding Dong Dish or something. I should have listened better when they told me where to deliver this pizza. Oh, okay. Inside the cave near the delivery person, we got another steak. Let's raise the steak, as usual, and see if anything happens. I have to assume it has anything to do with those gates, that one gate that we saw at least, maybe. Nothing yet. Cave with the steak was Mudshot, which I hadn't seen in a bit, so that's interesting. Passing that cave. By the way, we are getting a little off track now, but I don't think it matters too much because it's a spot we haven't gone to. We have this dude. Excuse me. Let's get down to it. Please forgive my being barefoot. Yeah, I know, this scandalous dude. Alright, we beat him. Perhaps I'd have had a chance if I'd been wearing boots. No, the level disparity was terrible. I know other black belts go around barefoot. Do rocks and things just not hurt them? Calluses, or maybe they're hobbits. A little too far down the trail, we run into this lady.
It's a dead end. It looks to wasted a dead end and just turn back with nothing to show. Oh, shall we?
Yes, shall we? That wasn't much.
I should have just turned back. If I just had a way to ride a Pokemon up cliffs, I could get to the South Province's Area 6.
Good for you. Right, and on the way to Alfornada, we have this person.
The Tera battle will help me feel less alone and lost.
I'm trying to get a default message thing for each of these type of people. Anyway, this is not going to be worth watching. It's on level like 15 or something. It was actually level 38, but still.
I lost. This is nothing to help my anxiety. Supposedly I can reach Alfornada if I just follow the road, but is this even a road?
Sort of. It's a path. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Further down this road, we get another person here. What a great view. I want to get a selfie of me beating you with this gorgeous view as a backdrop. You know, if you take away the beating, you just take the first line there, you become really threatening. I want to get a selfie of me beating you. Anyway. A selfie of my defeat, huh? I don't know why. He's talking like a wise guy, see? But whatever. I wanted a selfie so I could use it for my icon on my profile. Okay. Well, too bad. Focus, gotta focus! Another dude along the path. I lost the Alfornada gym, so I'm doing some more training. Another defeat. I forgot his voice immediately. I was thinking about other things. Killed up the Alfornada gym leader as a skilled trainer of psychic-type Pokemon. My psychic-type Pokemon didn't stand a chance. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Maybe if you got Lucario, it would have been neutral at least. Another fella on this pathway here. But by the way, we have some Toxtricities here too. But I unfortunately can't use them. I wish they were cats, but they are not. Anyway, excuse me. Would you be so kind as to battle me? That's like celebration for reaching Alfornada. Oh, that's neat. Wait, this is in Alfornada? Oh, I thought we were just basically there. You're saying Alfornada's beyond Alfornada Cavern? I need to climb even more? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't know either, dude. Above them, we have...
This is so much fun. Hunting is so much fun. It'll be even more fun when I beat you.
Stop trying to beat him. Serve you right for trying to beat me.
Losing isn't fun. This treasure hunt project is fun, isn't it? It's a good chance to really re-examine yourself.
It is a very interesting idea, at least. Further up in this mountainous area.
How does today's weather look?
I might show her first Pokemon because she's supposed to be the harder one.
I'll tell you why I'm so worried about the weather.
So let's see what her levels look like, because the others have been like 38 to 40. She's probably only 50s, that's my guess. Oh no. And no, not worth showing. Okay. The joke is because of the sandstorm, I'm sure.
Sandstorms are weather too, you know. I swear they are.
Yeah, Darude sandstorm.
The truly frightening thing about a sandstorm is not the damage it deals, it's the fact that rock-type Pokemon get a special defense boost and become even hardier.
I mean, it's an interesting thought. Another guy.
So much work. It's so much work to get to town from here. I bet I wonder if I wasn't so tired.
No. But nice thought, huh?
I wish they'd give me a bonus for every delivery I make to Alfornada.
Or, take the flight service like we do? Ah. And another one.
Gotta remember Pokemon types. Pokemon types are so complicated, don't you think?
Mostly no. Alright, not hard at all.
Not complicated for you, huh? Oh.
To be fair, I didn't have a super effective attack on their Gardevoir, but it still didn't matter.
Okay, so I get why water is strong against fire, but why is Dark strong against psychic?
Dark Thoughts beat a Psychic. That's how I always viewed it. Is that a stake or is that a torch? Well, if I show it, it's a stake. There's another trainer here, but I also want to mention, I decided to go outside briefly, and I saw there's 3 different trainers here, but they're all so low level, and I'm at the point where if I'm in an area where the trainers are way too underleveled, I am not even going to show them their conversation unless they say something interesting. So, going forward, we won't be doing that. For now, this guy, well, I'm not showing the battle, but he's not so low that I'm going to just ignore him. So, your future is hazy.
Let me see your future. Let me see if you'll make it out of this cave.
I will. Electrode.
You'll be fine wherever you go.
Go ahead.
Alfornada's ahead. After you climb this cave, ever upward. Follow the torches, they will be your guide.
Oh, wish I knew that before I kind of skipped ahead, but I kind of came from the other direction. Oh, lady.
Did I see you riding on a Pokemon? I didn't know there was a Pokemon that could climb these steep slopes with a rider.
Probably Dragon Lady. Dragon Lady, yes, and difficult, not really.
I thought I trained pretty hard. Such a mysterious Pokemon. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, this one. Yep. Everyone, jeez.
Ooh, just a little more. I swore to myself that I'd make my way to town without riding on my Pokemon.
Luxray, so the Luxray probably would have been struggling a little, but whatever.
My legs are about to give out and I'm about to give up. I guess it's a good time for my breather, and I've got some sandwiches for my Pokemon.
Good, at least you're treating it well. First trainer out of the cave.
Behold these muscles! I built up these muscles by many trips to the gym. My brilliant brawn will surely lead me to victory.
Brains before brawn, dude. One shot.
My massive musculature misled me.
Alright, what else do you have to say?
The gym I go to isn't a Pokemon gym, you know, it's a human gym.
Very good. And now, with all that said, we've made it to a new town, Alfornada, but we'll explore that next time. I think I only have had one right now, right? One fight. Oh! Cool, go me. I guess the ones in the cave count. Flare Blitz. We learned that already, but it's good to know that we can have it as a TM too. But yeah, this is a good time to end this video. I went a little longer because I knew the some of the classes went a little long. So next time we'll go into Alfornada. We will do a couple classes again, but at least this way we're spreading it out a little bit more, even though there's not much more left to spread. Thank you for watching, and take care.